Hi guys, back again to talk about igneous rocks. This is the second part of your module for the week, and in my experience, igneous rocks tend to be what may give people the most trouble. And part of that's the terminology. Geologists do like to name things, but part of it is really looking at the rocks and figuring out what they tell us, okay? And so in your textbook, I encourage you to look at the pictures as you go through, but you're gonna see that there's some big color variations in igneous rocks, okay? And this is something that should have even showed up in the mineral chapter, but the light versus dark, what that's coming down to is the amount of iron and magnesium in rocks. And so a rock like this, it's going to have a little bit. Not a lot though. Something like this though is going to be very iron rich. And you could even put something in the middle. And this actually really helps if you kind of line them all up together and you can see the different shades of gray in here. So the color tells us the amount of iron. All right. What that means though is rocks, igneous rocks that have a lot of iron also have low silica and vice versa. So a light colored rock, low iron, it's going to be high silica, high iron, low silica. And once you have that down, okay, once you remember that they're kind of an inverse relationship on that, we know the silica content from the color. And then we can use that to figure out a little bit of the history, okay? Because the different volcanoes act differently depending on the amount of silica. So something like this is a lava. This is Riley, okay? Light colored, only a few little flecks of minerals. This is a very felsic rock, okay? What this means is the magma was sticky. The lava, when it hit the surface, was sticky. This volcano could have been very explosive. Something like this though, high iron, really low silica. It probably wasn't that explosive, okay? There wasn't enough silica to link up and stick together, so it's tetrahedral like to bond. And so this isn't intrusive. If you look carefully, there's crystals. But the lava form of this is going to be something like basalt, okay? That's what's erupting out of the shield volcanoes in places like Hawaii. They let tourists watch that. Places where stuff like this erupts, what you're going to also get, potentially, are rocks that can come out this light white color. And this is pumice. It's very frothy. Okay, frothy glass. This is actually a tuff. It's made out of ash. These are explosive rocks, pyroclastic. Okay, these are the ones that do a lot of damage. Pompeii, for example, was coated in these rocks. And so this is why we spend so much time talking about the igneous rocks. It's not to traumatize everyone with some of those terminology words. It's actually so we can have a conversation about what the volcanoes do, okay? And look at something like this versus this and realize, oh, this tells us a story of actually what the history of this area might have been like, based on what we know color tells us iron, and we can use that to look at things like silica, and then link everything back into a tectonic setting, as you all saw in your Google Earth assignment in Module 2, okay? So hopefully that kind of helps put a big picture together, because I know igneous can be a little bit tricky, and I'd encourage you as you go through this week, if there's anything you have questions on, please get in touch with me, okay? Talk to you guys later.